That was the night I vowed to never work for free again. No more free estimates. No more chasing cheap leads. No more spinning my wheels in a race to the bottom.
Hello, this is the Hack Hour Podcast, a show where it's all about helping real, everyday, hard-working remodelers learn the secrets to having it all in life and business. And now, here's your host, Mike Minges.
It was a Tuesday evening in Bel Air. It was Valentine's Day, no less. And I found myself sitting in a prospective client's home. At first glance, I felt like it was just another kitchen remodel sales lead appointment. One of dozens that I had been chasing these last several months. This one had cost me probably about $65 to acquire. And I was up against probably 5 other remodelers plus whoever they had sold their lead to as well, right? Each of us is playing the same tired game. We're paying for leads and we're chasing down for free estimates. Man, it sucks. I'd been pouring money into kitchen remodeling leads for months now, right? Hoping to set my team up for success in this coming year. But so far, man, it was looking bleak. I was 0 for 5. Just the week before, I had poured countless hours into bidding a large-scale kitchen remodel, only to have this prospect hire someone else after asking me to meet them at this distributor and help them understand whether they should choose this product or that product and help them get some pricing and find out about ordering this specialty product. Only for them to then say, yeah, I think we're going to go with somebody else who's a little bit cheaper. Man, I had it. I'd had enough of working for free. I was pissed. I was burning time and energy, and I was like, this is not a sustainable model. If this is what it means to be a kitchen remodeler, then I'm going to do something else, right? I had to figure out a way, and I recognized that somehow I wasn't going to keep losing out to the chuck in the truck outfits that I felt were undercutting me at every turn. That night, something snapped. See, sitting at that homeowner's table, I knew going into this appointment that I couldn't keep doing what I had been doing because I didn't want to keep getting the results that I had been getting. I couldn't keep playing the same game all while expecting a different result, right? Have any of you found yourself in this place? Look, I had recently attended a remodeling conference and I had heard about a company that they led with design first, right? They were a true design build firm. They spoke about positioning yourself as the premium, right? You're a design driven firm. But honestly, I didn't at the moment have a clear roadmap for how to make that work. I knew the idea sounded good. I liked it. And I still knew that even though I didn't know how to do it, I needed to try something different. So here I am. And you've been there yourself, right? We're at that critical moment of the conversation where the client's looking for me to present my offer. All right. And my instinct, right? If this is where people get confused with what the gut tells them, my instinct was screaming, Mike, play it safe. Just give them a price. Be willing to discount. You need the job. Do whatever it takes to land it, right? No, I was going to look fear straight in the eyes this time. I wasn't going to listen to my gut. Not tonight. I needed a different reality. So I was going to stick with what I knew that I said I was going to do. And I wasn't going to try to win the job like I had tried previously, right? I wasn't going to compete on price and praying for the best and hoping that it was going to work out, right? This night, I was going to ignore that internal voice. So I leaned into the fear. I took a deep breath and I presented my company's first time offer of a premier solution, a design first approach. We were going to call it a feasibility design agreement. I explained to this homeowner how this is how we start every project, by creating a custom design, right? That gives you, the homeowner, a clear vision of what's possible while solving all the problems up front. See, we want to eliminate all the questions. Can we do this? Should we do that? What's it going to look like? How long is it going to take? And guess what? It worked. See, this client recognized the value in doing a design first. We shook hands. I walked out of their home with a check in hand, not for a kitchen remodel, but for a kitchen design. That moment marked the transformation of my business. A month later, we started our very first $100,000 kitchen remodel, and I didn't have to worry about competing against lowballers ever again. See, that was the night I vowed, Mike, you're not going to be working for free. No more free estimates, no more chasing cheap leads, no more spinning your wheels in that race to the bottom, right? That's where remodelers go to die and go broke and go out of business. Instead, I embraced the power of getting paid to estimate, offering design first, and lining up a profitable project after another profitable project after another profitable project by learning how to excel at doing design well. See, I share this story not to say, Mike, you're great. It's to impress upon you that it was a struggle to get there, okay? I recognized that I didn't like the way things were going for my business. I didn't like what was in many ways considered standard or the norm in our industry. I wanted it different. I wanted to be looked at. I was like, where else can you go and everyone does everything for free? Only remodelers. Why are we idiots? Why do we remodelers keep doing this? And I was like, it's because we're scared. Most remodelers are just scared. You feel that you have to do it. Well, you don't. And I was like, I want a different reality. I want to live in a world where I get paid to be a professional and do my job. And that was when I can share with you guys, like, a shift can happen. And it's when you decide to stop playing small, stop chasing the wrong clients, and start commanding respect. Like, you lead with what you want, right? You can get it. You deserve it. So let's dive into Hanging Dough, which is one of our premier courses, because there's nothing else like it in the remodeling industry. No one else has put together a course that will separate you from any other kitchen remodeler like we have done here at the Academy. All right, guys. So welcome to this episode. I'm excited about this one. I've been holding this episode back for a little while, and I can't explain the feeling. Like, it's very empowering to share this, because for so many of you, I understand the struggle that you go through. And I've had many people work with me through this process of Hanging Dough. And when you start seeing the results and I start seeing their results, man, everybody wants to high five, and they're like, it works, Mike. This is amazing. We are really separating ourselves from everybody else in the kitchen remodeling game. See, Hanging Dough is not just another workshop or some silly seminar or just a crash course. Like, this is the equivalent of maybe something like a PhD, a master level training for kitchen remodelers, okay? And it's for guys that really want to elevate their kitchen remodeling game. You want to deliver extraordinary results for homeowners and consistently earn what you're worth, then you go through Hanging Dough. Now, we're going to get into why, like, that cheapest contractor gig is just a race to the bottom, and how, like, today, if you're a part of the Remodeling Academy and you're a rebel and a renegade, you understand how you rise above all that noise, all that junk, right? Guys, if you've ever felt like you're just stuck in price negotiation after price negotiation, and you're struggling to educate the homeowner, right? And you're unsure how to convey the real value that deliver. So then this episode, man, it is your roadmap for success. So look, get ready. Some of these strategies are going to really shake things up for you. And it's going to transform your business just like it transferred mine and just like it's transformed others. So why hanging dough? Why is it like all of a sudden that this course is the cheat code? Guys, as we've talked about, remodeling isn't about just slapping a new countertop down, right? Getting somebody some granite and replacing just the cabinets. It's really about creating an experience that the homeowner can trust and love. You know, the newer generation, it's an interesting time in America right now because we have older Americans that have a lot of money and they want nice things, right? And they're tired of waiting and they're spending that money. They have lots of equity in their homes and they want the latest and greatest in their kitchens. Then you have millennials and you have Gen Zs, and these guys have grown up being afforded lots of nice things and they have high expectations and they want nice things, right? We're getting away from an era where people just wanted to cheap out. You really have a immense amount of the population that wants nice things. And if you're not finding them, talk to us. We'll help you market yourself better and help you find that ideal client. See, you got to understand, so many kids today, they've grown up getting the best and they expect it effortlessly, seamlessly, right? People today in general want peace of mind more than ever, and they are willing to pay for the trust, the respect, and a streamlined experience. They want to work with a professional who's going to make them feel special throughout the entire remodel process, and it starts with how you handle the lead from how you finish the job. The cheapest route, look, that is not what many clients are looking for deep down. If your sales process sucks, they may say that to you in the moment because you aren't clearly communicating your value. All right. People today, they want real value. They want it wrapped in professionalism. They want the remodeling service handed to them on a silver platter. Look, here's the reality check. Again, being the cheapest is just a race to the bottom. This is why so many contractors go out of business, right? This is why the failure rate among contractors is so high, right? It's why so many of your friends and people that you might have worked for in the past, why they went out of business. See, contractors who undercut prices, you end up not being able to afford to stay in business, right? You can't afford the proper training. You can't afford to hire the proper skilled labor. You can't afford to keep the proper insurance, right? And homeowners are learning, especially those that have hired cheap people in the past, that you end up paying twice as much to fix the first mistake than it is if you just would have hired the professional in the first place. And don't get me wrong, there's still some homeowners out there that at times they are shopping price because they think that's what they're supposed to do. And look, if you've been through our courses, you know how easy it is to educate the homeowner why that seems like a good process up front, but how ultimately it's hurting themselves, right? And you know people want nice things. They just have to understand why they want them and why you give them to them and why you deliver them. All right. So let's talk about what this transformation is like, right? How does the general remodeler who's having to currently discount their price, how do you transform into that rebel, renegade remodeler through our program, right? To where you get to the place where you're offering these high value kitchens. So this is the core question, right? Understand, how can today's remodeler communicate their value in a way that first educates, second builds trust, and third, it makes the homeowner feel great about paying for a remodel, right? That's the experience. So think about some key insights that we deliver in our course, right? It's simple things that are actually hard to do in the field. A lot of you guys, you're so busy swinging the hammer that you can't swing the business, right? And here's how that plays out. You're not returning phone calls. You're not replying to text messages. You're not replying to emails within a reasonable amount of time. You're not even showing up for basic appointments on time. And in your mind, you wear this badge of, I'm so busy. Look how great I am. We're so busy. You're lucky to have us. The homeowner is looking at you going, lucky to have you. I can't even ever get in touch with you. You don't return calls. That's not the experience I want. I want to work with a professional. I want to work with someone who answers their phone, replies to us, shows up on time, and respects us. That's what the homeowner wants. Okay? Yeah, they want to know that you're busy and have work, but they want to know that you know how to manage the work. You're just showing them that you don't even know how to manage the little bit of work that you do have. Guys, these are just basics. And in the remodeling industry, they are so rare. If you can simply return calls on time, it's going to be one of the first things that homeowners notice. And they're going to be like, man, we love calling Bill. I mean, Bill just returns our phone call. He might not answer it every time, but within a few minutes, we get a call back. We get a text message, let him know, hey, saw that you called. I'll follow up with you shortly. Somebody from Bill's office calls us and says, hey, Bill, let us know that you tried reaching him. Look, he's up on the roof at the moment. He is excited to talk with you. So we're just letting you know he'll be in touch with you soon, right? Learn to communicate well. It doesn't mean that you always have to be the one directly communicating. Get your team to do it for you. Be better. Be awesome. So another thing that's a key insight and that we go over a lot in our course is learning how to do it right the first time. Mistakes cost time and money and trust, and in the kitchen remodel game, more so than many others. It is imperative that you measure properly for kitchens, right? Let's imagine, here we are. The way we teach it, right, in our course, you should be able to do a nice kitchen remodel in a very well planned out process, get it done in 6 weeks, right? And that's how you can make a lot more money than a lot of other guys, because you're not taking 2 to 3 months to do a kitchen remodel. You're getting it done in 6 weeks because you're efficient. Now, this also requires you to measure properly, because if you mismeasure something and now you're partway through a kitchen remodel and you find out, oh, I've got to order a different cabinet, I have to now order this because I messed that up, right? You're putting the job off weeks, maybe even a month or more. So it's one of the reasons why we've come up with that very impressive measuring process, right? For some of you, you'll use our paper and pencil method, right? Others of you are using the Mezio app that we created. We're the only company that has that, right? No one else has the design measuring capabilities that we have, where when you hand your kitchen designer, they have all the things that they need to ensure that your kitchen design that you're presenting is money. It's perfect, okay? The other thing is, guys, and we go over this a lot, it's leveraging the finance options, right? You know, I like to joke about how everyone wants to complain and argue. Who pays the 3%? Do I pay the 3%? Does the customer pay the 3%? Stop getting hung up on the damn 3%, right? It's homeowners want options. They want to figure out how they want to spend their money. Stop dictating how the homeowner should be spending their money. Let them spend their money the way that they want. Make it easy for them to spend their money, right? Guys, credit cards are some of the most popular things in the world, and yet a lot of you still aren't accepting credit cards. It's like, hello, McFly, hello, is there anybody there? Like, wake up, right? As you know, if you come through our program, we help you figure out how to get set up for credit cards. We help you get set up so you know how to do financing. Today's homeowners, more than ever, they're savvy. They want to hold on to their quote unquote cash, right? They want to hold on to preserve their savings. They want to utilize other people's money and financing to pay for their dream kitchen. So again, a Renegade Remodeler, you make it easy for your clients to say yes because you offer various and flexible payment options. Right, guys, it's that simple, right? All right. Let's move into a little bit of going over some of the course stuff, the modules as we call them, right? So, I mean, guys, if you're in the program, you know, Weed the Lead, how important this is, right? We talk a lot about how you have to attract your ideal client, right? Not every homeowner is your client, and that is okay. We talk a lot about defining your ideal client avatar specifically for kitchen remodelers, right? You laser focus in. That is the kind of client that we want to work with, right? So then when you are clearly defined on who you want as the customer, now it makes it so much easier to implement and market a defined strategy that targets that type of person, that fits that demographic, right? And now you position yourself as the trusted premium solution for that particular discerning homeowner, because you understand like these are the things that that type of a client is looking for. All right? We complete the whole circle for you. The other thing is, and this one's amazing too. I mean, our Design for Dollars module, right? Where you sell the vision. Guys, homeowners want more than just a remodel, right? They want to be excited. They want a transformation. How many Americans watch show after show on HGTV and they can't wait for the reveal, right? They love the reveal. Let me see the transformation. Every American homeowner wants a transformation. They want to be treated like they're on a TV show. Create that within your business, right? Provide this amazing experience. Start by leading with the design. Educate your homeowner, right? You explain to them, God, this is why a design is so important. This is why we do design first. Help the client envision their dream space. Help them understand how the design is part of the guarantee that they'll get exactly what they want. Next module, we talk about the profit framework, right? A lot of you guys in the program are very familiar with this sales process, right? So, and I'll break it down quickly here. This might be a little bit of a longer episode, but look, the P stands for you pinpoint the frustrations, right? As you guys know, the R, then you reiterate their problems. This is how you show that you're listening. You use the client's words, you speak it back to them, right? Then you outline what are the past failures that they've experienced. You know, you find out their fears. You know, you get all of that put out there for them. Now you shift over and you focus, right? You focus on your solution and explain to the homeowner how by you working with them, you as the expert, how us as a group collectively, we solve the problem. The I, right? You illustrate your vision with a vivid process of you doing your storytelling through your presentation, right? You're helping that homeowner, as we've talked about, future pace. They see themselves in the kitchen, right? They see themselves having the Thanksgiving dinner. They see themselves making that amazing birthday meal, right? And how great it's going to be, and all the storage options that you're going to provide, and how great this layout is. You know, how it's got the perfect triangle that's revered within the kitchen remodeling world, right? And then finally, you just tie it all together, right? And this is how you've been building your trust. You're showing them all the elements. You go over your welcome packet. You go over how you guys have the pre-construction meeting. You talk about how you have your schedule that's detailed, how homeowners will know when all their payment and milestones are so that they can prepare and be ready. You show them that you have walkthroughs scheduled so that they can be involved in ensuring that the quality is there throughout the entire process, right? You explain to them how you have set up a process so that everyone wins, everyone succeeds, and there's clarity about what's next. There's no guessing. You're letting them know that you have it under control because you've done this before. In fact, you've done it so many times that you have it perfected. Finally, we talk about like the secret weapon, right? At the end of the day, it sounds a little silly for some people, but man, there's so many, as you guys know, a lot of your competition just struggles with this, and good for them, right? Because it makes it easy for you to succeed. Communication. It comes down to simple communication. Sometimes you feel like you might be talking a little bit too much. Sometimes you're like, I don't know, do we have to really go over that again? Yep, you do. Now, you don't have to be the one that's always communicating, but somebody in your team needs to be, right? Look, Homeowners can get emotional. They can be worried. They have anxiety. They have stress. This is their home after all, right? They're talking about their sanctuary, right? When a homeowner goes out into the crazy world all day long, they're working, they got kids, they're running off to games and sporting events and whatever after school activity, and then they're doing this and that, and then they come home at night and they just want to reprieve and they want to sit down, and then they're frustrated because their house is a wreck because your remodeling project's taking forever and your guys aren't cleaning up after themselves. You don't want that. You want the homeowner to come home and go, man, we're so glad we hired this remodeling company. They are doing such a great job. The house is clean. All the stuff's organized. Here's a schedule. We know exactly what's coming up next. They left us a note letting us know that they're actually a half a day ahead, or they're letting us know that there's going to be this issue coming up next week, but they already are aware of it and they have it handled, right? Like, you communicate. You let your homeowner know where things are. You respond to them. You're not afraid to talk to them because you know how to navigate the concerns and the complaints that happen within a remodeling process because you're a professional. You know how to get through it with empathy, right? You know how to remodel well. You know how to communicate well. Basically, you have mastered the art of handling difficult conversations so that you can turn skeptics into the raving fans. This is your secret weapon. Now, let's talk about why homeowners love paying for value, right? This is really a mindset shift. And again, it's so thankful that a lot of you are in our program because you get this and you understand it and you start seeing all the benefits, right? A good deal doesn't always mean the lowest price. It means the best value. And by you incorporating that into your sales process, you let the homeowner know up front, look, this is what a good deal in the remodeling world means. It doesn't mean the lowest price. It means you're getting the best value, right? You explain how you're investing in quality into the home and how that's going to save them money and stress and headaches in the long run, right? Because they're going to stay out of court. They're not going to have to worry about this project not being completed by the first person that they hire. So now it takes twice to 3 times as long because they have to hire another person to come in and fix the mistakes, right? You help the homeowner see that what they're about to take on, this kitchen remodel, it's actually an asset, right? It's going to increase the home value and how much it's going to increase their personal enjoyment and how they want to make sure that they're hiring a professional who's going to get them through the process seamlessly and efficiently, right? The trust factor, right? Homeowners want remodelers that are easy to get a hold of. It doesn't mean they have to get a hold of you as the owner. Okay. And that's what a lot of you guys love about our program is how we help you figure out how to get someone else to answer the phone for you, right? Whether it's your virtual assistant, whether it's the answering service, whether it's the new office person that you've put into place, because now you're making profit so you can have an office person answer the phone, and how excited your clients are because when they call the office, they get to talk to a live person and it lowers their stress. It lowers their anxiety level. They don't have to talk to you. That's what the beauty of this program is you set up a process so the homeowner can talk to somebody, right? And homeowners want a schedule that's adhered to. And now that you understand how to do a linked schedule, the Gantt type chart schedule, it's a beautiful thing. Everybody knows what's next and how long this is supposed to take, right? And because you've done it several times, you have an accurate schedule. And now that you have because you're making money and you've hired a good crew and you pay well, look at this. Work gets done right the first time. We don't have to keep redoing it. Isn't this amazing? And the homeowner loves it. Remember, the homeowner wants to feel confident that their remodeler, you, respects their time, you respect their home, and you're respecting that investment that they're making. And that's what all of you that have been through the program know that you learn how to do, and you learn how to do it well. All right, so let's talk about some of the action steps, right? So guys, literally just from this podcast, you can start putting this into play today. You can start having a little bit of empathy, right? Understand that when a homeowner calls you with a complaint, you don't have to be scared of it. You just have to listen to it, okay? Homeowners, see, they don't just need a contractor, right? they need a partner. They need someone who's willing to just listen to them for a minute and say, okay, like you're sitting there going, I thought this was a big deal. It sounds like a big deal to them. And then you explain, Mr. and Miss Smith, we got you covered. No worries. I'm glad that you brought that up to us. Yep, that's a great concern. And here's how we are addressing that. Here's how we're handling it. And then before you know it, the issue dissolves because you dealt with it in the moment, you know? Now, a second action step that you can take away from this is, guys, look, you just master that sales process of yours. You use the profit framework, right? You uncover the true motivator, and then you just guide the client towards the confident decision that you know that they and want to make. Very simple. Third thing we do, right? Third actionable step for you to take away, you educate with confidence, right? Guys, it is our job as the remodeler to teach our remodeling clients the value of quality work, right? How to go about successfully explain to them, Mr. and Miss Smith, hundreds and thousands of homeowners unsuccessfully purchase remodeling every day in America. These are the things that lead to an unsuccessful purchase of a remodel. And then you shift and say, would you like to know how to make a successful remodeling purchase? And they're going to be like, yes. And then you explain. So exactly what you do is you search for the low risk contractor. And that's another thing you guys are all aware of now is the difference between the high risk and the low risk, right? The low risk contractor is going to cost a few more dollars up front because you get what you pay for, right? And we go through the whole process and you explain why you're worth that investment. And fourth, guys, the action step to take away from this today is offer that flexible financing, right? Make it easy for the homeowner to say yes. Make it easy for them to pay you. Why are you making it so hard for someone to give you money? It's the most crazy thing I ever see, right? Stop. For the love of God, stop making it hard for the homeowner to pay you, okay? If your homeowner wants to pay cash, maybe you accept cash, right? It doesn't mean that it's a cash job. You're still going to deposit that money. But if that's how they want to pay, you know, I've had guys hand me tens and tens of thousands of dollars, right? It still went into the bank. That's fine. You want to pay cash? I'll take cash. You want to give me a check? I'll take a check. You want to pay a credit card? I'll take a credit card, right? I'm going to make it easy for you to pay me. So make it easy for the homeowner to say yes to their dream kitchen without straining their financing. Guys, as you know, like hanging dough is more than a course. Like it's a movement, right? We have a whole group. We're called dough hangers. You get it, right? It's amazing. This business is so much fun when you get it figured out. And it is really, truly about raising the bar for all remodelers who want to be into the kitchen game everywhere, right? It's great when you're ensuring homeowners get the peace of mind and the quality they deserve while you as the remodeler are finally earning the money that you're worth. It's great. Life is awesome. You wake up every day and go, I have the best job in the world. This is exactly why I got into this industry. And if you're listening to this podcast and you're tired and you're frustrated and that's not the life that you're living, then I welcome you to come over, right? And position yourself as the premium solution in your market. Like this course, Hanging Dough, man, it is your ticket. It's the best damn kitchen remodelers training ever created. For those of you that have been through the course, you know I have that moment where I share with you, right? I've forgotten more about kitchen remodeling success than many remodelers actually ever learn. And it is a funny statement to make, but when you recognize, and those of you that have gone through the course, you get it. Like you come away and go, man, I had no idea there was this much more to elevating my kitchen remodel game. And it is a night and day difference after you go through a course like this. And then you recognize, man, I'm going to be selling hundreds of kitchen remodels. Like this is amazing. So you may not be ready for Hanging Dough. I get that. But you should be, and I know you are. So you are going to be ready for the remodeling industry's first 5-day Remodeler Challenge that we've come up with, right? So, guys, are you ready to take your remodeling business to the next level? Well, then don't wait for the success. Come on over and join us at the Remodeling Academy for the remodeling industry's first ever 5-day Remodeler Challenge at remodelingriches.com, and you can start transforming your business today. Here's what you'll gain, right? In just 5 days, you're going to learn the proven strategies to immediately boost your profitability. You're going to discover the secrets to setting yourself up for a successful remodeling year ahead of you. You're going to have access to tools and techniques that will put you ahead of your remodeling competition. So we do have that offer, and it's an amazing extra resource for the first 25 of you who sign up for this challenge. Look, these resources, they're bonuses. They're designed to give you an edge in the market. So look, don't let your competition beat you to them. You go get them now. You know you want jobs. You know you want to earn the money. So get the tools that will get you there. Act now. The time to act is now. Again, go to remodelingriches.com, secure your spot in the 5-day Remodeler Challenge. Take that first step toward a more profitable, successful business. It's better for you to have these resources than your competitors. Don't wait. Register now. Take control of your remodeling business today. Guys, your success is ready for you. The only question is, are you ready for it? Don't delay. Take your action today. As always, thank you for listening to the Hack Hour podcast. Share this episode. Like this episode. Send it to somebody else in the industry who you know needs a boost, right? Let's get every remodeler winning when it comes to kitchens and additions and decks. Let's make remodeling great again, right? So I'm Mike Menges, and I want to thank you for listening. Keep striving, keep growing, keep winning. Until next time, take care and stay inspired.
Thank you for listening to the Hack Hour podcast. It would be awesome if you would leave us a quick review on iTunes. To further your remodeling success, go to remodelingriches.com.